So I'm sorry, the lightning is not happening today. I'm so sorry. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about the documentary. I'm gonna make a real life example of what is ADHD. The documentary is not about ADHD at all. It's called The Alpinist, and it's about Marc-André, who at the time when the documentary was recorded was the world's best free climber. And it's crazy to watch this documentary. It is about Marc-André. It's about his life and who he is, and some of it was a production team that followed him on some of his climbs, not everyone, but it's also just behind the mind of Marc-André. And of course you can't really get behind his mind. But yes, as a mom to a boy, you know, when you are mommies to ADHD boys, you're gonna know what I'm talking about when you watch this documentary. If you haven't watched it, you know what I mean. And it is also a celebration of life, and the life that you make the fullest of life. And I think this is a world-class example of how you can get ADHD to work for you. And as I said, it's not about ADHD, but you can see that when you're living with individuals with ADHD, you can see that this is the driver. This is what's driving him. But just you can see, let's see the official trailer for the documentary, and then I will just wrap it up afterwards. Let's see.
When I'm in the mountains, life is so incredibly simple.
Who impresses you right now?
This kid Marc-André Leclerc. He's been doing all kinds of crazy alpine soloing. What I'm doing is on rock, and then I see Marc-André free soloing on ice and snow.
First time I heard about Marc, he's living in a snow cave on the parkway or something. He is pushing things that is pretty much unknown.
I'm Marc-André Leclerc. I'm a climber, generally speaking.
He's different than anyone I'd ever met. I love him for that.
He belongs in a different era, and it was like wild.
I can tell the Marc-André stories all day, but he doesn't even care if anybody ever knows what he's climbing.
It's more just to have a casual, fun adventure. I just hope he's careful.
Anything can happen.
I mean, I know it's dangerous. I'm not like deluding myself that it's not dangerous to go soloing.
So why do it?
Solo alpinism, climbing big, technical mountains, is more than just a sport.
It's only for the very best climbers on their very best days.
It's the art of surviving in the most crazy situations.
Marc-André had some challenges as a kid. Climbing was like a form of freedom to be himself.
When you're in the mountains, it's like all of the superficialities of life just sort of evaporate.
Holy smokes!
Torre Ager.
They're going climbing.
Some people consider it the hardest peak in the Americas.
There's a razor's edge between genius and madness. That's a sharp, hard edge to ride.
Marc dropped off the radar.
A climber has gone missing. If death was not a possibility, coming out would be nothing. Not an adventure and not an art.
How was it? Scary?
No, not particularly.
Just another day out.
A really good day out.
This is so breathtaking because it's the enormous scenery and of the mountains and the nature and its forces, and he's interacting with the nature forces. And you saw his mom very, very briefly. And she's speaking about his childhood, and I'm 100% sure that what is the driver behind his passion. The reason why he started climbing was that his hyperactivity is just like the typical hyperactivity that we know from ADHD boys, and not like girls where they are internalized the hyperactivity. Even though maybe his girlfriend has some of the same type of hyperactivity. But it's just like when you don't fit in society and we don't fit in school, and if you're not textbook child, so to speak, how can you get the best of it? And he's just like living in the moment, living with his passion. When he discovers climbing, he did that from a very young age. He's of course challenging his mom's anxiety, because oh my god, he's all over the place, as we know them from ADHD boys. But he is a magnificent individual, a wonderful personality, and it's just like mesmerizing documentary, and I can so recommend this. You get an insight of a fantastic person, individual, young man, and what is his drivers, and just like in his DNA, it's the ADHD in him that is the driver of everything. This documentary, it got it all. It got all the emotions. It's got the scenery. It's got the love. It's got the family. It's got the girlfriend, and I can totally recommend it. It's very, very unique individual, but it's just like you can learn so much about the positive side of ADHD and being neurodiverse. So this is just like a great real life example of where ADHD can take you. Even though, as I said, it's not a documentary about that, but you know it when you are a mom, so I can recommend it for every mom, even though it's hard. It's a hard watch, and you can totally relate on her anxiety and the upbringing and being a mom to a boy with ADHD, and how she actually meet him in his ADHD and how she facilitates, just like letting he run free, the spirit runs free, and she has to compromise with her anxiety, and she can't limit him because she is limited. So it's a very, very beautiful, loving documentary about Marc-André, and I can totally recommend it. Watch it. It's an old one, but watch it. Bye bye. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye bye.